Hi guys, welcome to Mantana's Kitchen. I'm Mantana. Today we'll be making some granite stew or peanut stew. So here I have my mackerel that I've gone ahead and cleaned and taken the guts and insides out. Tomatoes for the base of the granite stew. My seasoning for the fish and the stew. Salt, Maggi. I have here some dry roasted peanuts that I went ahead and blended in my blender with a mixture of my spices, garlic, onion, pepper, ginger. You can also use some peanut butter like Jiffy or Jif they call it, or if you wanted to just boil some peanuts and blend it with spices, that is also an option you can do. Again, my cooking oil, vegetable oil, and my yam, which I will be eating the granite stew with. So we'll go ahead and get cooking. See you soon. Alright guys, so we're gonna go ahead and start cooking our granite stew, mackerel. So what I'm going to do first, let me adjust the camera so you can see. Alright, so I have here, sorry my camera is horrible so I can't really hold it. I have here my granite that I went ahead and blended. So what I'm going to do is add the tomatoes to it and blend it. This is optional. What some people do is, you know, blend the granite, cook it down first, and then add tomato later, but same process. So go ahead and blend together your granite, spices, and tomatoes, which is what I'm going to do now. Sorry for the noise. Alright, so once that's blended, I'm going to add that to my pot. I think I need maybe one or so more tomato. But we'll go ahead and add that to our pot so it starts cooking. In the meantime, I also have my oil that's cooking here, which we will begin to fry our fish with. I'm just going to add one or two more tomatoes to the granite just to give it a little bit more red color. Oh, let me add some water. Alright, so that's blended. We'll add that to the rest of the mixture and let that start to cook down a little. The purpose of cooking that down is to get rid of that tangy tomato taste, as we call it back home, slapping. So that will cook it down along with the granite, so it's not too, I don't know, it just has a weird taste to it, let me put it that way. So cook it down for at least 8 to 10 minutes. So I have here my mackerel, which I've gone ahead and seasoned with my all-purpose seasoning right there. You can get that from the Jamaican store, or you can also just use your ginger, garlic, onions, blend together, season it. That's again your choice. So my oil is hot, probably a bit too hot because I started a bit too early. So we'll go ahead now and start frying our mackerel. Be careful with oil, it is very hot. I'm going to try to fit all of them in here for the purpose of the video to avoid taking too long. So this is our mackerel cooking. We'll flip it from side to side maybe a couple of times until it's evenly brown. Alright guys, so our fish is cooked. I'm going to go ahead and take it out. and just let it drain out for a little bit. Be very careful with the hot oil. We'll let the oil cool down for a little bit. Take it out of the way. So here's what our fish looks like. Our mackerel. While I was cooking that, I went ahead and cut up my yams, my white yam, and I'm going to wash it and boil it. We have our water over there that's boiling right now. This will cook probably for another or for 20 minutes. Let me move my pot over here so you can see. This is our mixture of tomato and granite with our spices. So it's been cooking down to cook out that tangy taste. Sorry, my stove is not quite stable. So we'll let that cook a little bit longer, and I'll be back to show you what's next. Okay guys, I'm back. Our tomato or granite sauce has been cooking for about 15-20 minutes now total. It's boiling. So at this point we can go ahead and start adding whatever other ingredients you prefer. I'm using some Maggi. I prefer Maggi crevette or crayfish Maggi. Oops. We'll go ahead and add 2 cubes to this for now. And then we'll add salt. Taste it before adding anything else. I always like to start with a low amount of salt and Maggi and add as needed. It's better to add because you can't subtract it. You're not going to be able to take away the Maggi and salt once you've overdone it. I'll give that a good stir. I'm going to taste it before adding salt. Just a tiny pinch of salt because the Maggi is already not too much, but salty. I'll go ahead and add a little bit of water to give it more of a sauce texture versus a soup, like a thick soup. Let me show you what I mean. So right now it's a bit watery, which is the consistency you somewhat want. Don't worry, when you cook it down, it will thicken up some more too. I'm going to go ahead and add my cooking oil. Again, very little. I'm trying to keep my family on a healthy dose of things. Alright, so far this is good. What I'm going to do now is take our fish and add it into the granite stew and let it all cook together another 15 minutes. Once you've added the fish, I would avoid stirring the pot with a spoon at least, because you're going to break up the fish and it's not presentable at that point. If you don't care, that's fine. And so that will be another 15 minutes and I'll be back to show you the final product. Our yam is still cooking. Once I'm through, I will show you what everything looks like. Okay guys, I'm back. Our groundnut stew mackerel is done. Our yam is almost done. So once our yam is done, it'll be time to eat. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks guys. Bye.